The derivation sheet acts as the foundational blueprint, establishing the rigorous logical rules that prove why a vector field is unique. The two diagrams then translate this dense logic into different functional perspectives, one focused on the logical flow of the proof and the other on the visual construction of the field. The sequence diagram, mapping the logical blueprint. The sequence diagram serves as a direct visual translation of the steps established in the derivation sheet. While the derivation provides the underlying calculations, the diagram illustrates the handoff of information between conceptual stages. The difference test. It mirrors the derivation by starting with the assumption that two fields share the same properties and then creating a difference field to see if any discrepancies exist. The potential phase. It tracks the logical move from a field with no swirl to a simplified potential that follows a specific equilibrium rule, just as the derivation does. The energy conclusion. It highlights the energy proof as the final step, where it is shown that if the total energy of the difference between two fields is zero, the fields themselves must be identical everywhere. The state diagram. Visualizing the physical architecture. The state diagram shifts the focus from the abstract logic to how the theorem is demonstrated through a series of practical visual stages. Building the internal structure. It takes the core anchors, defined in the derivation, the internal push and swirl of the field, and shows them as the starting phase for building a physical structure. Addressing the drift. The diagram highlights a critical insight implied by the derivation, that knowing the internal behavior is not enough. It visually maps the transition from a drifting field that has too much freedom to a locked state where all ambiguity is removed. Expanding the constraints. While the derivation focuses on one specific boundary type, the state diagram shows that there are multiple ways to frame the field. It demonstrates that fixing either the leakage through the walls or the slide along the walls is equally effective at anchoring the field into its unique state. The cohesive relationship. Ultimately, these three components form a complete understanding of the theorem. The derivation sheet provides the mathematical proof, the sequence diagram provides the step-by-step reasoning, and the state diagram provides the physical application. Together, they demonstrate that a vector field is a complete, physical structure that is only fully defined when its internal instructions and its external frame are both accounted for.